What does this mean for your organization? And how can you actualize the impact of data downtime on your company? So here I have a very high level kind of look at how much money your company might lose as a result of data downtime. So we've kind of created this kind of rough estimation, but you would assume that you have X number of data engineers working on data quality issues. So it would be the number of engineers times their annual salary times 30% of their time, because there's a stat that we had found that data engineers spend about 30% of their time fixing data quality issues or data downtime, plus any compliance risks you might have. So for example, in 2019, GDPR, if you were found to have infringed upon GDPR, you would have to pay 4% of your annual revenue. So that's where the 4% comes from. So adding that plus opportunity cost, which I know is kind of a challenging thing to account for, but it would be revenue that you could have generated if you had moved faster, released X products, and acquired X new customers. So the opportunity cost can change depending on the needs of your organization. But this is kind of, if you're trying to justify investing in data quality or investing in more reliable data pipelines and best practices, here's a helpful calculation that you can use. So another really important component of effective data observability is setting service level agreements and service level objectives to track its reliability. So many different industries, and engineering being one of them, use SLAs and SLOs to track how reliable their software is, in part for their own benefit and to build better systems, but also as kind of part of a contract with customers. So we promise you 5 nines of uptime if you pay us X dollars. And so if these SLAs are infringed upon or not met, then usually there's some sort of compensation. So the same applies for data. And I think, without having to go into how data uptime or downtime affects downstream customers, it could just be a good internal starting place to kind of help you create better hygiene habits for your data. So in data observability, you might leverage use or RED metrics to measure software, and perhaps you've heard of them. So U stands for utilization, saturation, and errors, while RED stands for rates, errors, and duration. And these calculations give engineering teams a good idea of how reliable their systems are based on downtime and how well equipment is being utilized. And from there, what needs to be done to improve system performance. So similarly, data teams can measure data reliability by setting SLAs and SLOs for data and leveraging novel metrics to track data downtime. So traditional measures or methods of measuring data reliability are often time and resource intensive. And the good news is that there's a better way to approach it through the novel data downtime measurement here that multiplies the number of incidents your data team has by the sum of the average time to detection for these incidents. So time to detection, time to resolution, similar for software engineering observability, but applied to data incidents. So it would be number of incidents times the time to detection plus the time to resolution, which would be the number of hours of data downtime that your team experiences, and from there you can set SLAs. So many of our customers swear by this measurement, and we hope it helps you as well.